Okay, the recording has started. So the course that you're taking is 1110, Principles of Accounting for first part. Very light introduction of the accounting. So for those of you who have no idea about accounting, don't get scared. You're gonna get some more ideas with this course. For those of you who wants to pursue the accounting profession, it's a very good field. Strongly suggest you to go for it. It's going to be a good start for you to get some exposure to accounting and get understanding about accounting. Now, my name is Ivan Chenkov. I'll be your instructor for this semester and hopefully for later semesters if you decide to continue further with your study in Douglas College. So let's start one after another with some admin work. First, we're going to start with Blackboard. So what you can see on the Blackboard, once you go to the Blackboard, that's not the screen that you're going to see, but something similar. You're going to see all the courses available that you have. And that's your course here. You are in Accounting 1110, which is section 004. And then 2025, choose 0, that's related to the summer semester. On the picture here, you can see Anna Kendrick and Ben Affleck doing accounting from the movie The Accountant first part. What he's doing is here analyzing financial statements. We're going to come to that a little bit later. Now, what you can see also here, obviously the announcements so every time when I want to communicate something with you, I'm going to post your announcement. And now that announcement, I have options to send it to your email. So you're going to have email with the announcements. Second thing that you can see, there's some here sections on the course content. You're going to see up to this point. You're not going to see any further. So you're going to see the course material, course content, quizzes, section for quizzes, Zoom link meeting, and direct link for the Zoom link with the passcode for today. Now, the one thing that I have to tell you is for the Zoom meeting, I'm going to use the same meeting I'm teaching this semester 3 sections. I'm going to use the same Zoom link for all the 3 sections. My other courses are on Friday, same time like today, 12:30 to 3:20. And on Monday is 3:30 to, I believe, 6:20. It should be. So, if you think you want to listen this lecture again in live, you can always jump on this Zoom meeting. And if you hit the time of the course, you'll be there. The other place that you can see where the course is and what the time of the course is, you can easily go to the, I'll show you here. I can actually show you in this page. If you go to Douglas College, let me see what you see in your screen. Yes, you see the Douglas College. If you go to the Douglas College website, choose program courses, then you're going to see the courses. Click on the courses, then go down, scroll down, go to accounting. And once you hit accounting, you're going to see the very first course, Principles of Accounting. That's the very first course in accounting program. Once you hit here, you're going to see the overview of the course and everything, and you're going to see course offerings. Once you click on the course offerings, you're going to see my name and when are the other courses. I have Friday, Tuesday today, and Monday. And probably if you click here, you might find the time of the course. On Friday is 12:30 to 3:20. Room is 624, that's in Aviotao. Today, we are online, but technically we should be in Anvil office, which we will be 709, room 709, or 12:30 to 3:20. And Monday is on the main building, 4308, from 3:30 to 6:20. Right? So what you have to do is simply if you want to attend any of the other lectures, feel free to do so. In the beginning, we're going to start online, but once we when we start in class, you can easily come on any of those lectures. Totally fine with me. If for some reason you have to skip, you cannot attend today's lecture, you can always jump on Friday lecture or on Monday lecture. Totally fine with me. You have that flexibility when the instructor teaching more than one sections of the same course. Okay, that will be one thing. So now let's go back to our main objective here. That's with the Zoom, that's with the course delivery, that's with where the location is. So now let's see what's in each of those sections. First, the course material. In the course material, first we're going to see the course outline. Once you click here, you're going to see the idea what we're going to happen in this course. So obviously that will be summer 2025. Again, section 004, my name here, where the room is, original room. When we start doing in class, that's where the room will be, in Anvil. It's a good location, should be okay. I like Anvil. This is my office hours when we'll be in the college. Right now I won't be in the college, but you can, if you need me, or you can always send me email. My location as a room is 4323. That's where the business and commerce office is, right across. On the corner, there's a corner on the end of the corridor. Before you hit the corner on the right side, there's one room with Kobe Bryant picture there. That's where my room is. So now, for the purpose of this course, what I want you to do is to purchase the textbook, which is the Canadian 12th edition, not the 13th edition, chase for 12th edition. The publisher explicitly advised me, Pearson, explicitly advised me that 13th edition is available, but don't go with the 13 editions because there's too much trouble right now, because they just implemented it, become available for March, so end of March. So they actually not end of March, mid-April was to start being.
Do we have to get the textbooks?
We're gonna come to this. So I strongly get the 12th edition. Don't go with the 13th edition. If you already purchased the 13th edition, send me email. I already noticed the publisher. If you've already been in the bookstore and they sell you the 13th edition, I already talked to the publisher. That might happen. Send me email. I'm gonna send to the publisher. They're gonna flip you from one to another. That's not a big deal. So we're gonna come to the textbook just in a second, and I'm gonna explain to the textbook. So now, on the textbook, what do you need for this course? You definitely need the online access to assignments. So what you have to purchase is version with the online access to my lab. That's how it's called, the environment. I'm going to show you in a second what exactly is my lab and how that looks like. In my lab, what we're going to do in my lab, we're going to do the assignments. You're going to do the assignments, and we're going to do the exams there. All the exams will be online. Midterm and the final exam is going to be online. Now for the final exam, it's too early for the final exam. I'm going to let you know when the time comes. On the midterm exam, right now, you should know that it's going to be online. I'm going to tell you just in a second how exactly it's going to happen. So let's move on from here. That's the textbook. Chase the 12th edition. You don't need, so do you need the actual physical copy of the textbook? It's up to you. I'm going to leave that decision to you. If you purchase the online version, you automatically get the online textbook. So if you're okay the textbook to be online, you're going to have access to that textbook for 1 year. If you're okay with that, you don't need to purchase physical copy. If you want to have the physical copy, you can order the physical copy. Now, when you have access to the online textbook, obviously you can copy and paste some pages if you need to print something, so you can print from that online copy. Also, I'll show you a little bit later how exactly that one works. Let's move on now with the course outline. That's for the textbook. So the text has to include access to MyLab. This is the most important thing. The actual textbook, it's your personal choice, but I need you to have online access to MyLab. So the textbook comes with the access code, which access code cannot be transferred from one person to another person. That's what you have to do. The other thing that you have to you need to have is the calculators. Now for this course, because we're not going to do time value, the money simple calculator is going to work. There will be a portion of the course that we have to have. We're going to have some in-class tests, for which those in-class tests you're going to need the calculator. But we're going to come again to that one a little bit later. So now let's go with the course description. The course description that you're seeing here is exactly the same course description that you're going to see if you go to the Douglas website under the course. As you can see here, we have which course is here, Principles of Accounting, first part, which faculty is which department, what's the credits, what's the length of the course, and overview of the course. The course description is exactly the same course description that you can see here on Blackboard on the course outline. Course objectives and course content is exactly the same, which is communicated to you on the Douglas website. Now, that brings us to the means of assessment. This is the means of assessment on the Douglas website, which is the means of the assessments is exactly the same on the course outline. From where your marks gonna come, as you can see, from the online assignments, you're gonna get 15%. 15% is gonna come from the online assignments. For that reason, I need you to have this online access to the publisher website. Then we're gonna have tests. There will be no second midterm examination. There will be no here on the, as you can see, test or second midterm examination. So we are on tests, not or second midterm examination. So the test is going to give you a 25%. There will be combination between the in-class tests and online quizzes. Then we're going to have a midterm exam, again online, and we're going to have final exam, which is online on the publisher website. And that's how your marks going to come. Then we're going to some explanation on the MyLab and the quizzes, and then the grading policy. Now what you need to get the A+, which has numerical value of 433, you need between 90 and 100%. Not like a few years ago, over 95, you're getting A+. Now with 90, you're getting A+, which now is way achievable for the students to get A+. And the rest of the grades, as you can see here. Then some regulations about for you, which regulations again are communicated. You can find everything on the Douglas website under the programs, courses, faculties for the current students, the international students. Everything is policies. Everything is here communicated. Also, for easy access, you have it here on the course outline. Just try, if this is, how many of you, this is a very, very first semester, first course in Douglas College? Is there anyone like this? Let me see what you're saying though. So if this is the first semester, first college, don't worry. It's a very nice place to be a student. But trying to familiarize yourself with all the student policies, anything that is communicated to you on the Douglas website is very useful information. It's very easily approachable information. If you easily want to see what's going to happen this semester and how it's going to happen this semester, you can easily go to the main screen here on the search. Just put summer semester. As you can see, I already have some searches here. Once you click on the summer semester, it's gonna look like this. And once you go to the dates and deadlines, you're gonna find out they're posted as current semester, May to August 2025, and the next semester. So once you click here, you're gonna see all the important due dates, where the application starts, where the deadline is, where the actual semester's first date of the classes, last day to drop the courses when receiving the 100%. So basically, if you start the course this week, until next Monday, you can drop the course and with the 100% refund. And late registration where it's open and everything, which has to be communicated. Here you can also see the exam period. The exam period for this semester is going to start on August 9 until August 18. Last day of the classes finish on August 7th, which is Tuesday. Luckily for you, we're going to have a class on August 7th. So you starting, so we starting this class with the first day of the semester, and we finish the class on the last day of the classes of the semester, which I consider to you to be lucky. Oh, and yes, we're gonna have one Tuesday off, which is Canada Day, where the college is closed, but we're gonna see that just in a second for the course outline when we start with the schedule. So let's move now down to the schedule and delivery of the course. During the course, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assignments. Which assignments you have to take in MyLab in Pearson, which once you do the registration. Also, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 tests in class. So that's why most likely we'll be in class on May 27. So you can do this test. If I won't be physically available or able to come to class, then we might postpone this first test and push it to June 3rd. But definitely the second test, it's going to happen on June 10th. Then we're going to have a midterm exam. I told you midterm exam was going to be online. For that reason, we're not going to miss the classes. We're going to have our regular class on June 17 with the midterm exam review preparation before the midterm exam on that week. So what's going to happen? The midterm will be available for you for the whole week. And you can do the midterm within that week. So you don't have to, we're not going to do it in class. You can do it any way you want, but I'm going to give you more ideas once we pass month of May, and then we're going to have more ideas about the midterm exam. We're not going to skip any classes because of the start holiday that we have. I want we to have the full meaningful semester. And that's not August 5th, that should be August 7th, but let me double check on the date. No, it's August 5th. August 5th is the last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, what we have is on that 5th. Now, the exam preparation also, we're going to have it in class, but also you're going to have a recording for that exam preparation. So you won't have any excuses not to prepare yourself very well for the final exam. I'm going to give you every chances you to have a good marks and to be successful in this course. Now that will be your decision. Would you take the advantage of those things or you decide not to take advantage of those things that you're going to have available. That's for the course delivery. That's for the course outline. Any questions at this point? Anything that you're seeing scary? Anything that you want to ask me? All right, let's move on then. That's how can we get access to my lab? We're going to come to this. I'm going to give you in a second. So next thing, the next document after the course outline, you're going to see the registration, which I'm going to answer common question about how we're going to get the registration. One option is once you click documents, you're going to see here this link. That will be one option. The other option is I make it even easier. Here you have direct link. So when you're going to come here, open the document, click on this link. Once you click on this link, it's going to start going here crazy. I'm gonna sign with my password right now. What I want you to do is, if you don't have an account with Pearson, you have to create your account with Pearson. For your personal use, I'll suggest you to use email which is not associated with some personal email rather than the college email, but it's your personal preference, so I cannot tell you what exactly to do. That will have access anyway you go. If you decide to some students taking 1 or 2 years here, they're moving to SFU, then you can using the email that is common for you. So I need you to see when it comes to the course, you have to see accounting 1110 section 04 summer 25. That's what you're supposed to see. Now I can see the course going to end 2027. It's a long course. So those are the two options that we have. So the access code, you can use the access code. If you have the access code, you can purchase it from the bookstore, or you can come here and purchase it. This will the student access to my lab with the e-text for the textbook. That's what I want you to have. My lab accounting with the e-text formula. Student access to my lab. That's what we're chasing. Student access to my lab. Once you have this now, you're in the right place. So that's one option to do it. The other option is obviously if you go back and click directly to the link. Once you click directly to the link, you're going to exactly the same place. Then you don't have to open that document. I just, for your kind of purposes, I put both, but both bring you to accounting 1110 section 4. If you see different section than section 4, you're not on the right place. But with those two links, you're going to go to that place. The next document that you have here available is the assignment due dates. So once you make the registration, you're going to see the assignment due dates, which assignment due dates will be May 22nd, and you're going to see the assignment due dates here. But here on one document, you have the assignment due dates. Try to stay with the assignment due dates. If you see for some reason you have to get some extension on the assignment due dates, you have to send me email with a very good reason, and then I will consider what to do or what not to do. Next section, you have the schedule for our quizzes and tests, which is going to give you the 25%. The original plan is, again, you need to have 4 quizzes, which are here on Blackboard, and 4 tests. The quizzes on Blackboard, since you can do it anytime you want, but it's going to be limited to 1 attempt for 60 minutes. On every quiz, you're going to have 10 questions. 5 questions from chapter 1, 5 questions from chapter 2, 5 questions from chapter 3, 5 questions from chapter 4, and that's how it's going to go. Only the last one you're going to have still going to be 10 questions, but there will be like a mix of all those 3 chapters. But the time is going to be always the same, 60 minutes. You're going to have 60 minutes to answer those 10 questions. That gives you 6 minutes per question, more than enough. The other thing that I want you to know that you can go back and forth between the questions. So you can answer one question, then you see, oh, I made a mistake on the previous one. You can go back and forth, and that's not a problem. Here with this course, you have to take those on your time. How you're gonna take it, where you're gonna take it, with whom you're gonna take it. It's not my concern. I just want you to take it. It's in here in Blackboard platform. I'm gonna show you in a second where exactly they are. Those tests are the tests that we're gonna do in class. So again, the first test, it's will be kind of, I'm optimistic. I hope by the 27th I might be able to walk to some extent and to drive, so I can drive to the college and you to take this test. But we'll see how it goes. Multiple attempts? No, only one attempt. Those are for marks, one attempt only. But 60 minutes, so you have more than enough time, so you can check whatever you want to check, the notes, so you can keep it with yourself. Do what you have to do, just make sure you answer the questions on the appropriate way. That will be that. Those one are also in class, so if you happen to miss the class, then will be have to be communication with me to decide what we're gonna do next. Those for the now this is for the course materials. Now the course content start from here. The course content is divided by chapters. You have the practice question for the in-class test 1. So far you don't have practice question for the in-class test 2, but I might find a way to communicate and prepare you for those. That's to prepare something like this for your in-class test. Then we're going to have midterm exam practice questions. Then we're going to have chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and final exam preparation. So somewhere here, we may post some preparation for the in-class test 3 and in-class test 4. So you can be comfortable with those ones. That's how the course material is organized, course content. The next section is the quizzes. The quizzes that you have to take on Blackboard. Now the quizzes right now, they're open. You can go and take the quiz if you feel comfortable that you can take it. But if you're not, don't take it. Wait till we get the knowledge. So on the quiz, once you click it, the time's gonna start. It's for 60 minutes. The due date is May 26th. And you're gonna have 10 questions for 60 minutes. Those quizzes worth 3.25% of your final score. Those quizzes 1st and 2 are available right now. The 3 and 4 not available. They will be available after the mid of the semester. I don't want you to get overwhelmed with those quizzes right now. And the last thing is the Zoom meetings links, and that's what you're gonna see on Blackboard. Now on the course content, how the course content is organized within the chapter. First, I'm gonna update all of the chapters to have the chapter PowerPoints for the current edition, for the 12th edition. Those are PowerPoints that's sitting from, I used to use those one from before. I may still use them because there's some multiple choice questions just for the you final exam is online as well. On the quizzes, only multiple choice questions. On the quizzes on Blackboard, only multiple choice questions. So for the chapters, again, inside in the chapter, you have the solution from the chapter questions. So every time, once you get the online subscription with the textbook inside, after the chapter, there will be practice questions. You have the solutions for those practice questions here available for you. And I post you some cases for practice, which we're going to see today. We're going to have a chance to go over some of the questions. And that's pretty much the content that's sitting on all the chapters. So let's see now what kind of questions you're asking me. Final exam online as well, yes. Are the multiple choice or written multiple choice questions? Multiple attempts, no, only one attempt. How can I get access to my lab? We already talked about this. And the rest is just comments. Classes in person, possibly we will start classes in person, end of May, beginning of June. Yes, very possible. So I think it's beginning of the part. How long will do online classes? Not very long. Not very long. I'm gonna have a clear answer tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna see the surgeon and he's gonna tell me how's the bone healing going and where am I and what kind of activity I can do through the week. Do we have classes through the out of the week? No, only Tuesdays. We have classes only Tuesdays, but if you want to attend any other questions, you are free to come. Yes, the recording will be on the Blackboard. Okay, that's about it. Those are the questions. I hope I answer all your questions. Anything else that you want to ask me before we start? See what else are the questions we have here. So the final exam will be the same as the midterm. We have 1 week. No. On the final exam, when we come to the final exam, I'll tell you exactly what to do. It's too early for the final exam. So when the exam is online, we still come to class like them. Not for the midterm, you don't have to stay, you don't have to be in the class. Again, when we pass May, I'm going to give you more ideas how exactly the midterm exam is going to be. For the final exam, I expect we to have access to the computer room, and I already request access for computer room. And once we have access to computer room, we're going to see how exactly we're going to do it, but it's too early now to talk about the final exam. Any other questions? All right. So if there's nothing else, let's start with, oops, there's one in the chat. Let's see what else. How do we register my lab online? And do we need to pay? Yes, you need to pay. And how you can register is here on Blackboard. Once you go to the course materials, two options. Option one, click here, or option two, click here. Either option is going to bring you to the same place. Direct click for registration, click here. Now you're going to ask you for the username and password. If you don't have those one, sign in first. Again, try to use some personal email so you can use it any way you are. And yeah, so we have to buy the book online with access, yes. No, they're two related. So let's go to now. Let me show you what's going to happen when you go to the Pearson. Just a second. Let me close this one. That will be another thing I wanted to show you. Let's go to Pearson and just give me a second to log in, and I'm going to share my screen. So you can see actually what you're going to see when you go to the Pearson. Okay, let me share my screen. Stop sharing this one and let's go to the next one, which will be this one. So that's what's gonna be. Let me see if there's a student view, manage the view. Let's see if we move to the, oh, there's no student view. So I guess that's what you're gonna see. You're not gonna see the instructor tools, obviously. On the assignments, when you click on the assignments, you're gonna see the assignments with the due date. And once you click on the assignment itself, you have to manage your pop-ups, otherwise nothing's going to happen. And once you click on the assignments, it's going to bring you to the actual assignment. Let's see what's going to happen. Here we go, the assignment. This assignment, the first assignment, have 18 questions. And it's going to give you points. And you can start one after another. And what you can do is before to come to class, what you can do is before you come to class, you can go quickly over the assignment, see what the questions are. Is there anything that you can answer while you're during the lecture or right after the lecture? The questions are not so difficult. So some of them you may be able to answer with the basic knowledge that you have. Some of them you have to get some knowledge from the course that we're taking here. In order to answer those questions, most of them you need the knowledge, but some of them you may be able to answer by yourself naturally. There will be combination here from the assignments since there's no limits on time, no limits on attempts. There's no limits on the attempts on the assignments. Assignments you can take it as many as time you want until you reach 100%. That's totally fine with me. That's the purpose for the assignments, you to build up your knowledge and your confidence. Work with the assignments, see how it goes, give me comments. There only one attempt, so we can open. No, on the assignments you have unlimited attempts. Again, on the assignments you're not limited to one attempt, and you can save it and get out. And once you get out from here, what you can do is you're going to go back to the main screen. Automatically it's going to transfer to the main screen. Let's see exit. Let's click the exit. What else you can see here? You're going to have access to the textbook. Let's see where the textbook, Pearson eText. Once you click on the Pearson eText, it's going to come up here and you can open it on the new window. If you want it on new window, open it on the new window. And now you're going to have access to the textbook and to the assignment at the same time. It takes a little time because it's a big file to download, but once you have it, you have it. So now what's the interesting here with the textbook? Jump right to the back. So let me see where that's going to bring me. Yeah, that's the textbook. That's the 12th edition. Table of content. You have the table of content. If you want to go chapter by chapter, once you click on the chapter, you're going to see the introduction, what's exactly happening with the chapter, and you're going to see the assignment material, self-study questions. So those self-study questions and assignment materials, this is the one that you have solutions on Blackboard. And all the chapters that you have under this textbook. Again, we're not going to take chapter 10, we're stopping on the chapter 9. From this textbook, we're going to cover only chapter from 1 to chapter 9. That's our objective. But you have the textbook once you have the online access to the MyLab. When the first assignment is due, when the first assignment is due, Oh, can you guys see my screen? I don't think you can see my screen. Just a second. I'm talking about the textbook, but I don't think you see the screen with the textbook. Here, that's the textbook. That's how it looks like. So again, you're going to have table of content here, and you can see chapter 1 to chapter, again, we're going to go all the way to chapter 9. Chapter 10, which is not going to be not part of this course. And under the chapters, you can see the introduction, everything that you need to have. Self-study questions, again, assignment material. For the assignment material, you already have the solution posted on Blackboard. Those are the ones that you have posted on Blackboard. So if you want to do some extra practice, you have a chance to do it. Questions? All right. If there's no questions, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna what's the process of doing all this, like buy a book? Let me see what you. So. Oh, good. What's the process of doing all this? What is the process of doing, like buy book? Yes, you have to buy the book in my lab, and then you're gonna start working on the assignments in Blackboard again from the no, it's not the Blackboard, from the Pearson. Again from Pearson, like step by step. First, you go to the main page, which is the main page will be, I believe, no, that's not the one. Sorry, wrong page. Go to Blackboard. Once you go to Blackboard, go to the direct link for registration for Pearson MyLab. Click on here. Make yourself account by signing with, you have to sign up first. So if you don't have a create account, once you create account, use your account, sign in. Once you sign in, you're going to have here the options to register for the course. One option is if you already bought a access code from the bookstore in Douglas College, you can use that access code. Make sure the access code gives you access to My Lab accounting. Now, I believe they're selling two access codes. One is only for My Lab, and the other one is My Lab with the textbook. If you think that you don't need the textbook, you can just get My Lab only. But you definitely need My Lab. Now here you don't have options for My Lab only. You have My Lab with the textbook, which is that the price. And once you purchase it from here, you're going to have access to the My Lab and the textbook in this case. But check the bookstore. There might be only access to the My Lab only without the textbook. And then once you register, you're going to have access to the assignments, and then you can start taking the assignments. Again, midterm and the final exams are also on My Lab. And that's what with all the course administration. Yes. If you want to buy from the Douglas bookstore, it's on the first floor. So that's one level below the where the Tim Hortons coffee is. Okay, I'm gonna stop this recording now because this recording will be only for the course introduction.